Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're stopping by for the first time, welcome. This is Cetaphil Makeover, a Nigerian makeup artist based in Owerri. I'm really sorry for the background noise. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I transform my clients. So if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So I started off by cleaning up her face. Right now, I'm using my Cetaphil moisturizer to moisturize her face. That's all I wanna do. I hope that you're safe. So next, I'm using my makeup magnesium to prime her face. So next, I'm using my LA Gear Orange Corrector to cover her dark circles. We talk on the phone. So next, I'm using my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to hydrate her skin. So moving on to foundation, I'm using my Mary Kay Tamwise foundation in bronze 2. So I'm just using my beauty sponge to blend in the foundation. Way too long now. If I can lay down beside you, I would. So moving on to contour, I'm using my ZKL foundation in the shade 020 to contour her face. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. So I'm done contouring her face. Next, I'm using my Champion Creation Blush Palette to blush her cheeks. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. So moving on to highlight, I'm using my LA Gear Concealer in Pure Beige to highlight her face. Ain't changing. So next, I used my beauty sponge to blend the concealer on the highlighted area. It really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that. So I'm done highlighting her face. I'm using this brush to set her under area using my Sasha Buttercup setting powder. The reason why I use this brush is because her under eye is deep, so if I use my beauty sponge, it might not go through. Yeah, so I used my beauty sponge to blend the other side of the highlighted area. So next, I used my Milani compact powder to powder all over her face using my powder brush. So next, I used my Royal powder palette to contour her face. I'm using a color slightly darker than her skin color to contour her face. So next, I'm using the same powder shade to contour her nose. So I went back using my powder brush to blend everything together. So right now everything is well blended. Then I'm using my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to set her whole face. Can you see the importance of using your fix spray? So I let her face dry. Then I'm moving on to baking. I'm going to be baking her face ball. I'm also going to snatch her nose, then do reverse contour. So moving on to her brows, I went on using my spoolie brush to brush her brows. Then next, I used my brow balm to lay her hair nicely. So for her brows, I'm using my Karite gel liner. So I'm using my angled brush to outline her brows. So I'm done outlining her brows. Next is to highlight her brows. So I'm using her foundation shade to highlight the beginning of her brows. So next, I'm using the concealer I used in highlighting her face. That's Pure Beige. I'm using it to highlight her brow bone area. So next, I used my blending brush to blend the concealer on the highlighted area. So to highlight the top of her brows, I'm using her foundation shade to highlight. I'm just highlighting gently. I'm not packing too much foundation. So next, I used my Milani compact powder to set the concealer on the highlighted areas. I'm just gonna blend it. So moving on to primer, I'm using my House of Tara eye primer to prime her lid. So I'm just using my brush to apply it. Then next, I used my beauty sponge to blend the primer. So moving on to eyeshadow, I'm using my House of Tara eyeshadow Queen Amina. I'm using that color on the outer corner of her lid. So I'm just gonna use my brush to blend it in. So next, I'm using this beach wave eyeshadow palette. I'm using that light pink to blend this area. So next, I went back using my eye primer on her lid because I'm going to be applying a powdery eyeshadow on it. So this will help it pop. So next, I went on using this pink shade to apply on her lid. So I'm just gonna use my brush to dab on it. So next, I went back using my eyeshadow blending brush to blend the two eyeshadows together to avoid any demarcation. Then I went by adding some purple eyeshadow just to blend it very well. So next, I use my powder brush to dust out the fallout from the eyes. So next, I went back using my eyeshadow blending brush to blend again. So next, I'm using this Zaron powder in the shade Nog. I'm just using my blending brush to blend her brow bone area. It's easy to see. So moving on to her lid, I'm using my Karite gel liner to line her lid. So I'm just using my angled brush to line it gently. So next, I'll be using my House of Tara blush palette to blush her cheeks. So I went back using my powder brush to blend everything together. So everything is well blended, and went back using my fix spray to set her face again. So I left her face to dry a little, then I went by using my Maivies Glow Dust to highlight her face. So next, I went by using my powder brush to blend the highlighted area. For her lower lashes, I'm using my Zaron mascara on her lower lashes. The wisdom was candy. Doesn't mean I was broken. So next, I'm using my Blossom lip palette. I'm using that shade there to line her lip. So next, I used my lip blending brush to blend the liner. Then I went on applying this peach color on her lip. She was the one that chose this color, though I mixed this peach color and yellow together. I'm going to be showing you the two colors that were mixed. So I went on using my blending brush to blend everything together. So I went back using the brush I used in applying her lip liner. I'm just using the same brush to line her lip again. And if I'm turned off alone. So next, I used my brush to apply some gloss on her lips. So I went back using the same liner to line her lip again. So next, I'm using my TM Essential Cheek Glaze on her cheeks. So I'm just using my beauty blender to blend it. So guys, this makeup is popping, is giving, trust me. So I'm about to use my final spray. I'm using my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to seal everything together. And here comes the final look. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. So we later changed the lip color to a lighter color. We used nude instead. So please, if you enjoyed watching my video, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on your post notification button. Thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.